What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday! Today is Friday, August 15th, 2025. Yesterday we saw weapons, and today we're doing something even more fun. We're going to look at some amazing artwork at the Columbus Museum of Art. And I will be also dining at a brand new restaurant in Columbus. It's a French restaurant called Shut, or it's not Shut. I don't know what it's called, but it's a CH word, and it's really cool. The interior decor, it's all like modern to like French cuisine and Paris. It just really hit home to me. So we're gonna go there at 11:40, and then head to the art museum and check things out. And I am Saj the boss, and I'm going to chat here in a couple minutes. Let's go. Made it in. I'll show you guys what I get here in a fresh glass of wine. Is the house red with a cool little owl on it. That's a cool tattoo idea. Sandwich and a salad. See you guys at the art. Here's a look at the desserts, and I wish I had the cash for that, but that looked pretty fire. Other than that, guys, 10 out of 10, the best sandwich I have ever had. And that truffle aioli, oh my gosh, it reminded me of that scene from Victorious. It was wonderful. Oh my god, guys. Definitely come check out this place. I'm not even sure what red wine I'm drinking. This is a great red house wine. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome us to the Columbus Museum of Art. I haven't been here since I was a wee little lad, and I cannot believe I'm back here. And I don't know where to begin. This is gonna be beautiful, guys. It's a beautiful architecture through and through. The gift shop's right here. The entrance is in here. Let's get inside, guys. I'm super excited. Well, guys, we have officially arrived at the art museum. Look at this beautiful mosaic right here. It's just gorgeous. All the colors, the contrast on this piece, it's just beautiful. Wow. I don't even know what this is called, but the brush strokes are just to die for. It's crazy. We checked out here is this beautiful iguana painting, and the sculpture which greeted us this way. It's so beautiful and memorizing on all these different landscapes and artworks. This is called Sand Stream, created in 1948. It's an oil canvas. So I'm gonna do a little bit the best I can to showcase some of the best pieces of art as we go across this. But this is a beautiful way of thinking about how someone would dream, and it's beautiful to see how he wakes up and where he goes in his dream. It's just incredible. Here's the angel created by an artist, Ernest Popeye Reed, and there's a couple of collections of different artists I noticed as well, like this artist who did The Last Supper, which is an iconic painting that's gone from like generation to generation. This is William Hawkins right here, portrait of The Last Supper with all the disciples and Jesus, which is an iconic painting. I've seen an art piece that took me away since this one. Like, this is gorgeous. He's like after the hunt, you got like the goose head, the hat, the horn, the musket, the pipe. It just really kind of gives you the vibe like you went hunting back in the day. It just is a really unique standalone piece here. Look at all the details on that musket there. Just incredible. Wow. And this is all done in the 1800s. Like this attic one, I want to hang this up at Autumn's End. Does this ever remind anybody of Game of Thrones? It really feels like I am at the castle, not Winterfell, you know where I'm at, where the Lannisters are, and this really feels like I'm the courtroom of that, which is beautiful. It's gorgeous. Wow. I'm trying to think of the name of that room in Game of Thrones, but this really reminds me of where Cersei and Jaime and Tyrion and the Spider all had conversations at the castle. Can't think of the name. Leave it in the comments if you know the name. King's Landing is the word where this is. It really reminds me of King's Landing. Really cool. Reminds me of Game of Thrones. French room, and this is some of the old plates and pottery that were actually all hand painted, which is beautiful. This is the plate Columbus pattern, and it's from 1819, and it's black English trade printed ware, which is crazy. And on the right, it was the pattern, which is crazy, and it was a gift to someone as well. Very well detailed. Look how gorgeous this plate is. Wow. More of an abstract artwork called The Telephone. This was by Martin Livingston, and it's an oil canvas. So a lot of oil canvases as we walk across this beautiful art museum here in Columbus, guys. It's just beautiful. Look at all the textures and different things. I think this one you can actually make out like a lot of like fruits and vegetables. This is called Still Life with a component of glass, which is outstanding. Really well done. right here. This is a piece called The Assassination, which I might want to showcase the actual like thing going on there, but it really reminds me of Kabuki and ancient like Japan. Just beautiful. It's all about this like judge who was executed, which is a very dark subject matter, but a lot of times art is beautiful but yet dark and glorious, and also beautiful in different ways. People captivate their feelings and moods and emotions. It's just a very captivating piece. This is another reason why Mystic Connecticut is calling my name to go visit this place, because it's something just really beautiful about the old fishing villages that just really calls home, and you can actually kind of feel like the water kind of embracing you on this piece, and kind of feel like you kind of like picture the town's vibes from this piece. It's called the Stone Bridge at Rouen, which is another oil canvas. Like I said, there's so many oil canvases as we go through these galleries, and this is the gallery that's called the Lights and Impressions Gallery, and you can see why from different like contrasts and colors and visuals. It's just beautiful how the artist just memorized like the sky and like the leaves for its time. It's crazy because they don't even have iPhones. As we progress through time, this is one of my personal favorite styles of artwork. It really reminds me of those children's books. It's just beautiful. It has like this guy on the edge of the building, and he's like gigantic, and the proportions on this, it's just really why I love art in general. It just stuff I just really enjoy, like that contrast, colors, and just beautiful. Talk about the 1980s, my friends. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful, like almost like mosaic of all these beautiful colors and patterns and textiles that make this piece shine. Wow. This is actually called the Stacked Skies, and I see why, because they couldn't decide on one sky. They tried to capture the essence and beauty behind the whole sunset. It just reminds me of my sunset, having a nice cocktail and a nice meal. It just beautiful. Hey guys, we made it to the Wonder Room. This is beautiful. A lot of purples and different things for the kids. I'm looking for some more sculptures and artwork to look at. Where they do live galleries or different things like that, unveiling paintings and portraits in this room right here. This is a beautiful theater. Look at the beautiful chairs here. They're all navy, admiral blue, almost bluish black. It's just gorgeous. I love theater in general. There are some sculptures I found, which is pretty cool. You kind of get to see this one's shaping almost like it's a person, and they'll have its own little story in its own way. There's no plaque or anything indicating on what these six little sculptures are representing. It's up to your own imagination. This one almost looks like he's like in a thinking position and kind of guilt. It's kind of interesting, and this one kind of reminds me of kind of feeling sassy in a way, which is. Here's a piece called The Dawn. This is a collection and collage of everyday objects that he painted into gold that captures the essence of the sun and the stars. It's just wonderful. It's made in 1962, and there's a lot of Easter eggs, including like this little salt and pepper shaker I found. He used baseball bats. You can probably see some of those there, some old musical instruments, maybe some books. A musket handle right here. It's just a wonderful way, even leg lamps and different things, and chair lamps, just chair legs and different limbs and knobs to make this wonderful piece. Yeah, this is probably one of the coolest pieces in here I've seen today. Just outstanding, just all like the nooks and crannies as we kind of devour this piece. Wow, it's massive. I wonder where I put something like that at my house. God, it gives me more ideas why I want to be creative. The size of these pillars, they all are hand painted, and they all have like different like meanings behind each pillar here. It's called My Lord of What Was Morning, which is pretty incredible. So it's like all these morning like statues and monuments that really just captivate this whole thing. Like this purple one in the back, it just hand painted to it, this purple and this black, and all of them use the color black, and they use like blues and yellows and vibrant colors to tell a story behind these pillars. Pillars are actually organ pipes made by a choir that kind of acquired the taste of these and made them more like unique, which is pretty great. Fan of indigenous cultures and history. They played a beautiful job on these shadow portraits of all of these members, and they're all having a voice while there's recording you hear in the background. It's just really cool to see all of them represented here, and I think it's just really special to know they all have something important to showcase and message. And I wish they showed all their names of these people, but they don't. But yeah, my other favorite things about art is the optical illusions. This one almost portrays as the Genius knot. I kind of see why. It's kind of like tilted like a knot, kind of all tangled in there. But it also reminds me of a labyrinth with the letter C or the number 6 implanted in there, which is pretty cool. I like how it just fades from one color and then it illuminates down with other colors. You see a lot of blues, greens, and black and oranges. It just vibrant. 2021 piece inspired by ASMR videos and TikToks, and also known as the Get Ready With Me trend for all the ladies out there who always do their makeup online. This is representing what people do to their lips with a ton of lipstick and makeup. It really drew to me like the Rocky Horror Picture Show lips. And like especially this one, if it was like bright red in front of you, it really has the skin like down to a T here, like the texture on your lip. It's beautiful. Really reminds me of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Check Barry's skull out. That's a really cool face. It really reminds me of my movie I watched yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you this piece called the Toothpick Felt Suit. It's literally made with thousands of toothpicks in this felt suit. They're kind of painted with black paint on the coat here. I don't know how comfortable this piece would actually be worn. I want to know. Does it tell you if someone actually wore this and said it was comfortable or not? Is it? Who knows? Reminds me of something Lady Gaga. Behind you is a thing I call yarn made out of children's toys. I like that. This is a cool sculpture called Sound Suit. It uses a lot of musical instruments, and then it uses a lot of like quilting patterns to make this wonderful thing. Handmade too. We got the quilt here all the way down, and then it has a Jack-in-the-Box on top, a bunny puppet, some noisemakers. This is really cool. It almost was like uses all kinds of things from around the world, which is pretty cool. But even this thing, that's cool. What I need in my life right now is this little sculpture here. It's a trio of these sculptures that represent like musical instruments, but they also have their own personalities, and they're all very uniquely shaped. Like this one has beakers, this one has an afro, and this one looks like Headpool, which is pretty cool. It really reminds me of the 1980s. It just looks really cool. Look how beautiful this thing is. They even got the intestines right here as well. Let's wrap this up with this Canadian geese and this bald eagle sculptures here as a last little piece of art as you're gonna go see here, which is just beautiful, guys. I think I'm going to get a magnet here, but I kind of want to check out this little side that I missed, which are just a bunch of portraits and things and sculptures of cats and different kinds. This is a jaguar. This is a mountain lion. And guys, I did make a little purchasing here. It was like $9 with tax. I got the wonderful, I made a donation to the museum, but I got a wonderful magnet that pretty much says Museum Nerd. Yes, I am a huge fan of museums, if you didn't know that already, guys. Saj the Boss loves a good art museum, loves any museum in general, so I got that for the old refrigerator. Yeah, it kind of represents everything I love about who I am. So, total museum nerd, and I cannot believe I got that really cool magnet, so I gotta show you guys what that looks like. That's my magnet. It literally says Museum Nerd. Love the fun, bright rainbow colors. Really reminds me of the 1980s. So yeah, really cool purchase. And as always, guys, I am Saj the Boss, and I had a wonderful, fantastic Friday today at a new French restaurant in the art museum. It was a fun day. I totally give it a 10 out of 10. I cannot wait to see some more adventures. So maybe the next one we will go to is Spirit Halloween, which I'm just super excited about that as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later for more videos like this in the future. And out of all the paintings I saw, they're just memorizing the sculptures, the paintings. They're all in here, which is great. Food was wonderful. But I had to pick one painting I saw that took me away. Probably those lips. Really fascinating. And the whole Victorian art section. Great too. So I'll see you guys later.